Alright, good afternoon guys. Today we are going to be talking about equations in two variables. So, when you have equations in two variables, a solution is an ordered pair that makes the equation true. So any ordered pair that you can substitute in for x and y that gives a true statement is a solution for that equation with two variables. Okay? Alright, so all you do basically is when they give you an ordered pair, you're going to take the x value and plug it in for x and the y value and plug in for y. So you would just take 2 and then you would multiply by 1 because we're substituting 1 in for x, and then plus y, and y is 3. Okay? And as long as it equals 5, once we've worked it all out, then it's a true statement and that ordered pair is a solution. So 2 times 1 gives me 2, plus there's nothing to be multiplied by 3. So 2 plus 3 is in fact 5. This is a true statement, so this means that this ordered pair is a solution for that equation. Okay. Alright, given that x plus 3y equals 14 is 2 for a solution. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take 2 and plug it in for x and 4 and plug it in for y. So 2 plus 3 times 4, and it's supposed to equal 14 when we're all done. Okay, so the 2 isn't multiplied by anything, it stays the same. 3 plus 4, or 3 times 4, I'm sorry, is 12. So 2 plus 12 is 14. 14 does equal 14, that checks out. So yes, it is a solution. Alright, so what about x plus 3y equals 14? Is 8, 1 a solution? So this time we'll plug 8 in for x and 1 in for y. So we'll have 8 plus 3 times 1 equals 14. The 8 stays the same. 3 times 1 gives us 3. Okay, and remember it's supposed to equal 14. 8 plus 3 is 11. And that is not a true statement. So, this is not going to be a solution. Okay, are the given ordered pairs solutions to this given equation? 2x plus y equals negative 10. Okay, so all you're going to do is take the x and plug it in for x and the y and plug it in for y. So looking at the first one, negative 2, we're going to take 2, we'll multiply it by negative 2. And guys, you'll notice that every time I'm substituting it in, I'm putting it in parentheses. That is so when you do have negatives, you won't mess up the signs. If you keep it inside of parentheses, it'll work out better for you. So 2 times negative 2 gives me negative 8. I'm sorry, 2 times negative 2 is not negative 8. It's negative 4. Plus negative 6 equals negative 10. Negative 4 plus negative 6 does in fact equal negative 10. Okay, this is a true statement, so this is a solution. So now let's look at the second one. 2 times 4 plus negative 18, and it equals negative 10. Okay, 2 times 4 is going to give me 8 plus negative 18 equals negative 10. 8 plus negative 18 is negative 10. So this one is also a true statement. So for negative 18 is also a solution. So how many solutions can an equation in two variables have? Well, you notice that as long as it makes it a true statement, it is a solution. So as long as we keep plugging x values in, we're going to continue to get y values. So we can have an infinite number of solutions for equations in two variables. Alright, so when you're solving equations in two variables, you want to isolate one of the variables that's given to you. Usually we solve for y. And then we're going to choose values for x. You can choose any values you want. I usually use easy values like 0, 1, and 2. Then you plug in your x values into the equation, solve for y, and you write your different solutions. Okay? So let's solve 2x plus y equals negative 1. Alright? So we have to isolate for y first. So we'll subtract 2x from both sides of our equation. So we need y equals negative 2x minus 1. Now I'm going to make a little table right over here, and I'm going to get my x and y values. And like I said, we just pick any values for x. So I'm just going to do 0, negative 1, and positive 1. So if I plug 0 in for x, I get y equals negative 2 times 0 minus 1. Negative 2 times 0 is going to give me 0 minus 1. So y is going to equal negative 1. So when x is 0, y is negative 1. Now I'm going to plug in negative 1. So I get negative 2 times negative 1 minus 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is going to give me positive 2 minus 1. So I get y equals 1 this time. So when x is negative 1, y is positive 1. And now I'll plug in 1. So I get y equals negative 2 times 1 minus 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 minus 1. So I get y is equal to negative 3. So these tell me when my x is 0, y is negative 1. So as ordered pairs, I would write it 0, negative 1, negative 1, 1, and 1, negative 3. And those are the solutions we came up with. You can come up with many more. Alright, hope you guys have a great day. Bye.